Set Eyes on the Land is a project that reflects on the largest mass migration in history, the partition of India and Pakistan.
Partition was an unprecedented and, for many people, an unanticipated event. The scale of the migration, the scale of the trauma is really unprecedented.
This is a project that is about connecting people today through art and creative responses, as well as education packs, to the history of partition and to thinking about how it has an impact still today.
Margaret Bourke-White's photographs in North India in 1946 and 47 directly recall her photographs in occupied Europe in 1944 and 45.
So we're here today at the University of Greenwich training up volunteers to go out and collect stories about partition from people who experienced it.
You might have photographs, you might have a diary, you might have some other things that you can get that kind of information from, but oral history is a very powerful way of finding out those kind of memories.
They're going to be doing research in archives, and most importantly they're going to be going out and they're going to be meeting people who experienced partition and interviewing them to find out more about what that was like.
The way that people tell you a story in an oral form, whether on video or through audio, is incredibly moving, because it's not just about the words, but about their body language, about their expressions, about the way they tell a story.
When we create new projects, we research them through libraries, through museums, and more importantly through people. And it's people's stories that give us the foundations of the projects that we do.
We've got 13 volunteers, but what's really interesting is how incredibly connected they all are to partition and how passionate they are about it.
With my grandparents and having to move to India, so for me I just want to understand their story and carry on their legacy.
I want to hear from these people because I want the future generations to know exactly what happened, and I want them to know from both the sides rather than one perspective.
We need to build a bridge of empathy between communities worldwide, and this is a huge part of global context, which we need to understand.
It's one of the truly significant, momentous events of 20th century global history, and we need to see partition in those terms.
These sorts of projects bring to life stories that people may not otherwise know about through artistic endeavours, but they also bring people together through social cohesion. So it's the combination of both creating an artistic project but also bringing people together that results in a better understanding of each other's lives.